In 2024, Lydia Deetz hosts Ghost House, a supernatural TV talk show. She's been estranged from her daughter, Astrid, ever since her husband Richard passed away in the Amazon. But during one episode taping, Lydia has a startling vision. Beetlejuice, the ghost who tried to marry her 36 years ago, appears in the audience. Not long after, Lydia's stepmother, Delia, breaks the news. Lydia's father, Charles, has died in a tragic accident. Along with Astrid, they travel to Winter River, Connecticut for his funeral. At the wake, Rory, Lydia's producer and boyfriend, pressures her to marry him on Halloween. Though unsure, Lydia agrees. Meanwhile, Astrid meets Jeremy Fraser, a local boy who invites her to spend Halloween with him. In the afterlife, Beetlejuice now runs an office of bioexorcists with help from Bob, a ghost with a shrunken head. Beetlejuice is still obsessed with Lydia. However, when Wolf Jackson, a former actor turned afterlife detective, warns Beetlejuice that his vengeful ex-wife Dolores has escaped and is hunting him down, the situation becomes far more dangerous. Dolores, a cult member from the Black Plague era, is hunting Beetlejuice, draining souls in her wake. Astrid soon discovers she has psychic abilities like her mother and learns Jeremy is actually a ghost. He offers to take her to the afterlife, where she could meet her father's spirit. But Lydia uncovers the truth. Jeremy murdered his parents 23 years ago, dying when police tried to arrest him. Desperate to save Astrid, Lydia summons Beetlejuice and agrees to marry him in exchange for help. Beetlejuice opens a portal between the living and the dead. He then disguises Bob as a decoy. But Wolf, hunting for Beetlejuice for bringing a mortal to the afterlife, captures Bob instead. Meanwhile, Dolores drains Bob's soul, still searching for Beetlejuice. As Lydia and Beetlejuice search for Astrid, Jeremy escorts her through the afterlife, revealing his plan to trade her life for his. Just as Astrid is about to board the soul train to the great beyond, her father Richard spots her and follows. Lydia pulls Astrid to safety, and together they escape to Titan, Saturn's moon, where Richard saves them from a sandworm. Afterward, Beetlejuice banishes Jeremy to hell, while Richard helps Lydia and Astrid return to the world of the living. At Charles's mourning ceremony, Delia is bitten by venomous asps and arrives in the afterlife, where she strikes a deal with Beetlejuice to find Charles if she helps him track down Lydia. The scene shifts to Lydia and Rory's wedding, but Beetlejuice crashes the ceremony with Delia in tow. Using a truth serum, Beetlejuice forces Rory to admit he's only after Lydia's money. A showdown ensues as Wolf and his officers attempt to intervene, but Beetlejuice freezes them, determined to finish the wedding. Just as Beetlejuice prepares to marry Lydia, Dolores arrives, seeking revenge. In a final twist, Astrid opens a portal and summons a sandworm, which Beetlejuice leads to devour both Dolores and Rory. Astrid reveals that their marriage contract is invalid because Beetlejuice illegally brought Lydia to the afterlife. With that, Lydia banishes Beetlejuice back to the afterlife by saying his name 3 times. Delia, now in the afterlife, reunites with Charles as he prepares to journey to the great beyond. With life returning to normal, Lydia decides to end her ghost house show, choosing to spend more time with Astrid. But Lydia can't shake the nightmares, knowing Beetlejuice's obsession with her will never truly end.